Hi everyone, I'm Meredith Abbott, Culinary Director for Sur La Table, and welcome to On the Table. Today I'll be making a creamy asparagus and herb fettuccine. This recipe comes together in under 20 minutes, which makes it a great go-to weeknight meal. Let's get started with the sauce. First, you need to preheat a large skillet, medium heat. Add a good glug of olive oil and some butter. While the butter is melting, I'm going to finish chopping my asparagus. I am using pencil asparagus, really nice and thin and tender, but I'm going to chop it really small, kind of like the size of lentils or barley. This way it's going to melt into the sauce and cling to the pasta. So start by doing some slices through it, keeping your fingertips out of the way. And I'm going to run my knife through it a few more times just to make it even smaller. This step could also be done in a food processor. Perfect. And this doesn't need to be exact. This is a pretty casual, informal recipe. Right in. Cook this while stirring occasionally until the asparagus turns bright green and gets nice and tender. Okay, my asparagus is really bright green and I can tell that it's tender. I'm going to add my garlic. I'm going to cook the garlic just until it's fragrant. This will take about 30 seconds to a minute. Perfect. A little bit of salt and pepper to season as we go. Stir that in. Lovely. Now I'm going to add in my heavy cream. I'm going to reduce the heat slightly. Still want it to bubble because I want this to reduce, but just not too much. So great. So now it's time to cook the pasta. I'm going to give a big handful of salt into the water. Now I'm going to add my fresh pasta. Give it a little stir to break up those bundles. And by the time this pasta is done cooking, our sauce will be ready. It's that easy. So while this is all cooking, I'm going to chop some fresh herbs. This recipe calls for a mix of herbs. I really like to focus on tender herbs. Today I have basil, dill, and parsley. It's a really nice combination, but choose whatever you'd like. Mince these pretty finely. I'm gonna load them up on my bench scraper to have it handy when I'm ready for them. My pasta is now done cooking. I'm gonna use tongs to take it from the water right into the sauce. It's okay if you pull a little pasta water into it. You actually want to do that. Adding some pasta water to this sauce helps emulsify it and helps it to stick. Toss and turn this pasta until that sauce completely starts to coat those strands and it really all comes together. This is looking nice. I can see my sauce clinging to my pasta. So I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to add in all of those chopped herbs. I'm going to zest a whole lemon over top and the juice of a whole lemon. Cut it in half. I'm going to juice this through my fingers so I catch any seeds. Perfect. It smells like springtime in here. It's so good. Okay, take a little fork. It's so bright with that asparagus and the lemon and all those herbs, but just the tiniest bit rich because of that heavy cream. It just needs a little bit of salt, just a touch to really just make it all sing. Toss that in, and then I'm ready to plate. Now for the grand finale, the plating. Take a nice tongful, twirl it in there to get some height. Oof, best part, Lots of cheese. No pasta dish would be complete without it. Go as crazy as you like. I like a lot. And there you have it, creamy asparagus and herb fettuccine. This recipe is perfect for those nights when you want something special without a lot of fuss. Enjoy.